If the business would really be finished when I did the deed, then it would be best to get over it quickly. If the assassination of the king would work like a net, sweeping up everything and preventing any consequences, then the murder would be all and end all of the whole affair. And I would gladly put my soul and the afterlife at risk to do so. But for the crimes like these, there are still punishments in this world. By committing violent crimes, we only teach each other and people to commit violence. And the violent crimes and the violence of our students will come back to plague us teachers. Justice be equal to everyone. Force up the drink from the poison cup that we serve to others. The king trusts me in two ways. First of all, I'm his kinsman and his subject, so I should always try to protect him. Second, I'm his host, so I should be closing the door on his murderer instead of murdering him myself. Besides, Duncan has been such a humble leader, free of corruption, that his virtuous legacy will speak for him when he dies, as if angels trumpets against the injustice of his murder. Pity, like an innocent newborn baby, will ride the wind with winged angels on invisible horses through the air to spread the news of the horrible deed to everyone everywhere. People would flood with tears that would drown the wind like a horrible downpour of rain. I can't spur myself into action. The only thing that's motivating me is ambition, what makes people rush ahead of themselves toward disaster. What do you have?
He has almost finished dinner. Why have you left the dining room?
He asked for me?
Didn't you know he did?
Okay, King has honored me, and I have earned the good opinion of all sorts of people. I want to enjoy these honors while the feeling is fresh and not throw them away.
Were you drunk when you seemed so hopeful before? Have you gone to sleep and woken up in green and pale and fear of this? From now on, this is what I think of your love. I think of your love as you're afraid to act the way you desire. Will you take the crown you own, or will you live as a coward and say you can't right after you say, I want to? You remind me of the poor cat in the old story.
Please stop. I dare do what only is proper for a man to do. He who dares to do more is not a man at all.
If you weren't a man, then what kind of animal were you when you sworn to do this before? And if you go one step further by doing this dare you do to before, you'll be that much more than the man. The time and place were right before, but now that the time and place is just right, you don't want to go along with it. I have suckled a baby, and I know it's hard to love the baby at my breast. But even as the baby was smiling up at me, I would have to pluck the nipple out of his mouth and smash his brain against the wall, as if I have sworn to do this, as if you did to do the same.
But if we fail?
If we fail, if you can't get your courage up, when Duncan is asleep, which he has had a very long day today, I'll get his servants so drunk that the memory in their brain will dissolve into smoke and go into the chimney of their brain. When they're lying asleep like pigs, so drunk they'll be dead to the world, what won't you and I be able to do to the unendangered Duncan? And whatever we do, we can blame it all on the drunken servants.
May you give birth to only male children? Because your fearless spirit should create nothing that isn't masculine? Once we have covered the two servants in blood with their own daggers, won't people believe that they were the culprits?
Who could think any other way? We'll be grieving so loud when they find out that Duncan has died.
Now I have decided I will exert every muscle in my body to commit this crime. Go now and pretend to be a friendly host. Hide with the false, pleasant face, what you know is your false, evil heart.